Greetings and salutations, friends and Carl. Please excuse the mess. I am moving. It's a bigger place, thank God, but I do have a roommate who is insufferable. Yes, the rent is around the same, but for the reason that the roommate is incredibly insufferable. This roommate is also the explanation as to why I am wearing my ex-wife's glasses. Do you see them, honey? Yeah, they're mine, and I'm not going to give them back unless you want me back, because guess who bought them? That's right, I did. I bought almost everything you own. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Use all my money, and then believe me, that's cool. That's cool too. Yeah, sure. Human decency. Who's that? Yeah. These I just have them lying around because I miss her, and you know, like everyone has tried of their ex. Yeah. My insufferable roommate is helping me move out, and by helping me move out, she means raiding my fridge and watching my television, and in doing so, she has fallen asleep, and in falling asleep, she has fallen asleep on my glasses, which is fantastic. I don't need them anyways. It's not like she can break them, and they're very expensive. I mean, they're not very expensive. It's not like I could afford very expensive glasses. But yeah, it just so happens that, actually, you know what, I'll just admit it, my prescription is not as bad as, my prescription is worse than something that would only make my eyes this big. I'm getting to blind. I'm not there yet, but I'm making my way slowly but surely. And as to what this video is supposed to be about, well, it's her. Who's her? Who is she? She is something I've been asked a lot about. What did I have before I had my smartphone? If you guys knew what this was called, you would call her a rotary telephone. But most of you don't, and I am here to educate you. I normally call her Elizabeth. That's just a name I chose. Doesn't really have much to do with what her real name probably is. It just has to do with this picture, which reminds me of Queen Elizabeth. For the reason that, for some reason, you know what, we're just gonna ignore the fact that it just doesn't sound right. I connect Queen Elizabeth to the Romans, probably because the Romans are the Brits in some way. Yeah, look up history, kids. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over that, and I don't have the time to edit this, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm really sorry that my hair looks like this, but I had to cut it myself, so I know it's horrible. I know it is. I know my beard is very, very visible. I don't grow it out because it doesn't connect fully, and it just grows really fast. Like, by the time that I finish shaving, it's already, like, making its way, poking through my skin. Like, this isn't cool. Why are we doing this? Is it a new trend? What can I do to get rid of it? I need to use makeup. And to use makeup, I need to be clean shaven. But if you would like to know why it is called a rotary telephone, well, oh dear, I'm sorry. Simply spin. Yeah, kids. No buttons, no taps to dial. You have to earn it. it hurts your fingers eventually. By the time you finish with the number, you forget who you were even calling. You have to earn that call. You have to want it. There's no way to text. You cannot do it. People have tried. I have had young ones enter my house and try to text on this. I don't know why. I couldn't explain it to them. They were poking the holes like this. That's not how it works. It's not a touch screen. That technology was not available at the time. Why is she so old? You don't need to ask that question, okay? Just because she's old doesn't mean that she's not useful, okay? She's still perfectly in use. I mean, not currently, because my assistant, whose name's been redacted, has pulled her out for my own good, apparently. But, I have not explained to you why she is a she. Well, one day, I think it was May of, I don't know what year, it was hot outside. I don't really know what that tells you. I live in the South. I hear a small voice saying, "Help me, please. I'm just a little girl. I've been trapped inside this telephone. Please, I'll do anything." I said, "I'm sorry, but it appears you have the wrong number. Or if you're trying to prank call me, it's not gonna work." I hung up the phone. A few weeks later, I get a call. "Please, this is not a prank. I really need help. My neighbor's a witch. She trapped me inside here. I'll do anything if you get me out. You just need to get me out. I'm desperate." I said, "This is not going to work on me. I have been prank called before. This is a serious offense. I will call the cops." And I hung up. A day or so later, she says, "Please, I don't know what prank calling is. I'm desperate. If there's a power outage or you turn off the phone, I'm going to die. I'll do anything. I'm begging you." I said, "I have changed my number. How are you doing this? Please stop. This is getting ridiculous. It's not funny." I hung up. And a couple of days later, there was a power outage. She hasn't called since. And I like to think that that prank caller is the spirit of my phone, really, in a playful, funny sort of way. I don't know where she is now, actually. I felt like I somehow recognized her voice, but I couldn't quite place it, you know. I kind of live next to the high school, so, you know, you hear a lot of kids going by. They're pretty loud. You know how it is. But thank you for listening to my explanations on today and yesterday and the phone that I had. Goodbye.